Continuing now with our lead story, are both political parties beyond repair, leading to the rise of new politicians like Donald Trump? Join us in Washington, Charles Krauthammer. So are they beyond repair?
No, not at all. We've just had a very bad 7 years. We could argue we've had a bad 10 or 15 years since 9/11. But this has been a feckless presidency. And I think it's not so much anger that's behind the Trump phenomenon. It's a sense of drift and decline. The anger actually is on the Democratic side, with the Bernie Sanders phenomenon quite remarkable. I mean, if you look at his numbers, they're essentially equivalent to Trump's on the other side, about a third of the electorate. I mean, his anger is that we're being swindled, that the system is rigged, and the rich are robbing you. That's raw anger. Socialists are generally angry. With Trump, it's a little bit different. What he's reacting to is a sense that the country has become weak. The country has lost any respect for itself around the world, that it's adrift. Look, we're in the middle of an epidemic of terrorism around the world. We've got the rise of ISIS. We now have Iran, Saudi Arabia, the Gulf states, the Shiites and the Sunnis at each other's throats. Really high tension. And what is our president doing? He's at Paris for a climate conference, and when he returns, he's trying to close the gun loophole.
But this is more
preposterous.
Than that, it's more than that. That's behind Trump's rise. The country's changing. America is changing. Or it's changing demographically. It's changing culturally. The whole thing that the baby boom generation, the World War II greatest generation grew up with is almost unrecognizable. In the process, it's perceived by many voters, mostly Republicans, that, as you pointed out, we're weak. We're weak. We can't get anything done. Kate's Law, the easiest law in the world. All right? You've got to put people, aggravated felons, foreign, in jail 5 years if they defy deportation. What's easier than that? Can't get it done. The Democratic Party won't support it or whatever. This makes people furious that we don't have a Congress that can do anything. And they look for a guy like Trump who's going to blow the whole thing up. That's really what it's about.
Well, look, his appeal is strength. It's not revenge against the rich or whatever. His appeal, I'm strong, I'm successful, I'm smart, I'm pretty, I'm determined, I'll get it done. I'm going to do ISIS. How? I can't say, because that's a secret. I'm going to contain or really do damage to Iran. You just asked him, are you going to attack? He says, oh, I can't tell you because I don't want to give it away. The reason he can't tell you is because he has no idea how he's going to do it.
How do you know that? So you can't read his mind. How do you know
Come on.
that?
I mean, if you have an idea, you would actually say the idea that he's hiding his tactics is preposterous. How are you going to do ISIS? I don't know. But we'll figure it out. How are you going to deport 10 million illegal aliens? His answer, management. How are you going to bring the jobs back? I'm going to send Carl Icahn over to China, and he'll bring the jobs back. Look, he has no answers except to say, trust in me, I'm strong, I'm successful. But his genius is to understand that the sense is, I don't think that it's America is necessarily changing. It's always been changing. What he's understanding is that America has declined in the world, and decline is a choice. Obama has chosen it. When he spoke in Germany in 2008, he said, I'm a citizen of the world. And he acts like one, but not like a president of the United States.
But the Republican Party is also
strong.
weak. The Republican Party is also weak. All right, this immigration thing, as I said in the Talking Points memo, continues unabated. If you want to sneak in here, you can sneak in here. If you want to overstay your visa, you can overstay your visa. And the Republican Party has done nothing about it, hasn't really made it a central issue, because they fear that Hispanics might not vote for them. You know, all of this makes people absolutely angry, and they'll overlook Trump's lack of specificity. Last word.
Well, they are overlooking his lack of specificity, and that's my point. His appeal is, you trust in me, I'll get it done. And that is very appealing in a universe where America is weak. But look, for all that's happening abroad, the collapse of opposition around the world, the fact that even the Russians have now listed us as a threat to their national security after 7 years of appeasement from Obama, which shows that weakness produces a contempt and hostility.
Okay.
They look around. That's not in the control of Congress. That's not in the control of the Republicans. That's almost entirely the doing of this president. And this is a reaction to the Obama failure.
All right. Charles Krauthammer, everybody, Happy New Year.